Welcome back, fellow investors and traders. Jeff here with another video. And what we're going to talk about today is the ever so popular Cashapp platform, okay? Now this platform very popularly allows users to send, spend, save, and invest with no banking necessary. What we're going to talk about in this video is how to buy stocks using Cashapp. Is a very passive income, very easy as well, I will add. So before we go any further, I will say this platform is limited. You're not going to have all the options you do on, let's say, a Robinhood or a Webull. You're not going to be able to buy options. We're going to talk about that later in the video. We're going to go over all the different pros and cons of using the Cashapp. But the first and most important thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you all how to buy stocks using Cashapp. After that, we're going to cover the Cashapp referral promotion. Third, we're going to talk about all the pros and cons of investing and using Cashapp. Like I said, there is definitely some downside too. You're not going to have all the tools you will on some of these other platforms. And lastly, we're going to talk about the importance of diversity. I hope everybody that does invest in the stock market has learned that importance of diversity over the past 2 or 3 weeks when the NASDAQ and all the high growth tech stocks have really gotten corrected really strongly. Now we're starting to see some recovery. And of course, your more value type of stocks that would be enlisted on the Dow Jones and some on the S&P 500 have actually grown and hit all-time highs. We're seeing a big rotation right now in some of those industries. It's very important to always be very diverse, very diversified in the stock market. So before we get started, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video. I appreciate all the support, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you step by step how to buy stocks using Cashapp. Now, before I do, I would first like to explain that I've been using Cashapp for passive investing for 9 months now, and I've tested all of the functionality of it, okay? I've bought stocks, I've sold stocks, I've sent money, I've accepted money. I've tested the platform on every level. So far, I've had no issues doing anything. So this is a very competent platform. And for me, this is very easy and it's very passive. Does not take a lot of work or upkeep, and you don't have to constantly be checking on things as well. So the first thing you're going to do to buy stocks on Cashapp, go ahead and open up the app. That is going to pull up this page right here. And we're going to click on this little investing tab down here at the bottom. And that is going to pull up your investment portfolio, okay? This is going to be all of your different investments. Going to have, as you can see up here at the top, it has your stocks and your Bitcoin. You can toggle between the two of those. And there's 2 ways to access stock quotes, okay? The first way you can do it is simply going up here to this little search bar. You click on that. That's going to pull up this page where you have a lot of different sectors that you can go through and check for different stocks, different investments that you might be interested in. As you can see, you got telecommunications and tech and food and banking and finance, a lot of different things. We're going to go up here to the search bar and we're just going to punch in Amazon. Once you punch in Amazon, go ahead and click on it. That's going to pull up the stock quote. This is one way that you can access your stocks. Most any stock you would be looking for is going to be available on Cashapp. Let's go ahead. Let's check for MGM Resorts. Okay, so just punch in the ticker symbol MGM. That's going to pull up the stock quote. Make sure you go ahead and click on that. And now you'd be ready to purchase stock in that company, assuming the market was open. So that would be the first method of getting stock quotes to pull up using Cashapp. Now, a second way you can get your stocks to pull up, obviously just come back here to the first page in your investment portfolio, and all you're going to do is simply scroll down from here. And that's going to pull up all of your stock holdings. And so for this video, guys, I'm going to be buying $5 of 3D Systems, ticker symbol DDD. This is a company I'm interested in right now. I think has a pretty nice looking future, and it's down here on the bottom of my investment portfolio. As you can see, just go ahead and click on that. And of course, that pulls up the stock quote for 3D Systems, okay? As you can see, at the time that I took this screenshot, it is actually up about 0.2%. From here, to buy stock in 3D Systems, all I'm going to do is simply click on buy. That will pull up the buy order for 3D Systems. Now, one thing I do want to point out is right here in the middle, you actually have 3 different buying options. And we're going to talk briefly about which each one does, okay? So up here at the top, you have standard one-time order, and that stock is going to execute at the current market price. And so if you click on this little arrow over here to the right, it pulls up 2 more options. It gives you the option to do an auto invest, so you can automatically set up daily, weekly, or bi-weekly purchases of any stock that you want. Or you can also do a custom purchase order, and this will automatically buy the stock of your choice once it reaches a certain share price, okay? So this is what you would call a limit order. I always try to use limit orders not just on stocks, but options also. So I'll probably branch off and make a second video on how to buy stocks on Cash App using limit orders. But like I said, it gives you the 3 options. But for this video, we're just going to execute a normal market order. So right here at the top, it gives you the investing option if you want to spend $1 or $10, $20, $50, or $100. Now, if it's an odd amount, a different amount than you see up here that you are wanting to spend, all you have to do is click on this box with the 3 dots. And that's going to pull up a buy order, and you can put in any amount that you are wanting to buy. So for this video, I'm going to be buying $5 of 3D Systems. So all you're going to do is you're going to simply punch in 5, and then you're going to click on next. And once you do that, it is going to show you the details of your buy order. It's going to show you your funding source, which obviously is going to be the cash amount in your app. The order type is going to be executed as market. They're going to give you your approximate share price that you're going to pay for the stock, the approximate amount of shares, your ticker symbol, your total purchase amount, and of course, again, one of the big upsides to using Cash App, there is no fees to buy or sell stock. And then your total cost, that being $5. Once you've checked everything out, everything on your order looks correct, click on confirm down here at the bottom. So once you click confirm, your purchase order is complete. And briefly, let me show you how to check the activity in your account. This is actually a pretty useful tool if you're using market orders, because it can tell you exactly what price you paid and how many shares you got. So go ahead and open up the Cash App once again. We're going to go right down here to the bottom to this little clock icon and click on that. And that is going to pull up your account activity, okay? So now you see we have our 3D Systems. We bought $5 of stock. So what we're going to do from here, guys, is click on that. And that's going to pull up a bigger confirmation sheet showing that you bought $5 of 3D Systems at the time and the date and all of that. Up here at the top right corner, we're going to click on the 3 dots. And that's going to give us our final breakdown on the stock purchase. As you can see, it was done as a market order. We bought $5 worth. The stock price came in at $24.51. And we bought roughly 0.203 shares worth of the stock, okay? Again, there's no fees, but this is your final trade confirmation. I do highly encourage you all to look at that once your trade has been completed. And that is pretty much it. That is all there really is to buying stocks on Cash App. Again, there will be more videos to come in the near future where I'm going to break down even more things about this app, but that is all that really takes to buy stock using Cash App. Now the current referral promotion for Cash App, and it gives you $5 free whenever you use a referral code and you send $5 or more from a newly created Cash App account, okay? So to receive this bonus, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to my description box. You're going to click on the Cash App link. Make sure you link up a debit card to your account and send a payment of $5 or more within 14 days. And you'll get $5 free. As simple as that. Like I said, I know a lot of people that have done this. They've sent the money and they just have somebody send it right back to them, so it doesn't cost you anything. It's also a good idea to check the functionality of all the different options on the website. So I'll have a link for that down in my description box. Feel free to use it if you have not signed up for Cash App yet. Now let's discuss some of the pros and cons of using Cash App to invest, okay? Obviously, let's talk about some of the good things, some of the pros. Very, very easy to use. One of the biggest obstacles new investors talk about is they don't really know where to get started with Cash App. It is very, very simple. As we just talked about in the video, the process to buy stock is extremely easy. The barrier for entry is very, very low. And the process to getting started is also very, very quick. Okay. Another thing too that makes Cash App so great, obviously, is no commissions on any of your stock purchases. So whether you're buying stock or you're selling stock, you're not going to be paying any commission cost. And then, of course, the fractional share investing, which several other brokers do now offer this, like M1 Finance, Robinhood, and SoFi Invest, but you can now throw Cash App in that category as well. They offer fractional share investing. And just as a brief example, they give one here. To buy one share of Amazon.com, you'll need more than $3,120. And of course, with Cash App investing, you can buy a piece of your favorite stock for as little as $1. So, like I said, a very, very low barrier of entry. You can have $10 or $20 and invest in multiple different stocks and pay no commission cost. Another big perk too is the Cash App integration. To trade stocks using Cash App investing, you do not need a separate app. You can trade stocks, send and receive money from other Cash App users, buy and sell Bitcoin, many other things. It's all done on one app and it's very seamless and very easy to use. Before we get into the cons, let me mention this. This platform is still very new and they could add some of these tools and options over the course of time. But for now, all they offer is stocks, Bitcoin, and ETFs, okay? So this platform does not currently support mutual funds, stock options, or bonds. Of course, stock option trading is very, very popular right now, and you cannot do any type of options trading on this platform. So you'll need a different broker if you want to trade options, obviously. And I also think that the tools and research is, this one can kind of go both ways, but if you're a really experienced investor, most of the tools are for new investors and beginners. And investors that have more of an analytical approach and do a lot of chart research and a lot of technical analysis are not going to find some of the tools on Cash App very useful. And they do not offer IRAs, 401k trust, educational accounts, or anything like that. The only type of account that they do offer right now is a standard taxable self-directed brokerage account, okay? But again, keep in mind, this still is, investing on Cash App is still very new and they could add these functions over the course of time. Lastly, they don't have any margin, okay? You can't marginalize your account. And I highly discourage people from using margin on your account because you're spending and using money that you do not have. Now, some people would look at this as a disadvantage. Again, it's an option that you're not offered on this platform, but I almost think that they're doing new investors a favor by not offering them margin, because you can get in a lot of trouble, buying and selling stocks on margin. So I hope that kind of helps you a little bit, gives you a little bit of a direction what you're going to be doing here on the Cash App, some of the limitations and some of the upside as well. So the importance of diversity, let's talk about that briefly for a moment. Some of the hottest stocks and ETFs that ran into massive highs during 2020 are starting to get corrected over the past 3 months. ARK Invest, this is probably the most popular ETF on the market right now, has been corrected pretty strongly going back till about middle February, where it was up to about $156 a share on February 12th, now trades at $123 and could potentially be going lower in the short term. Even though I think long term, this is a great investment. And obviously, probably one of the biggest stock stories of 2020 was the big EV boom, most notably by Tesla and also NIO. And it has almost the exact same chart pattern as ARK Invest. Of course, Tesla being one of the biggest holdings in ARK Invest. But anywhere you look, especially through tech and cloud computing, any of the big movers from last year are getting corrected right now, and a lot of money is rotating into value. Which brings me back to when we were using the search bar on Cash App, and it showed all of the different sectors that you could potentially invest in using this platform. Like I said, up here at the top, you have banking and platform, business services, energy, ETFs, food and drink, health, media and entertainment, shopping, sports and gaming, technology, tourism, and transportation down here at the bottom. So my best advice to you, if you are a new investor, is to try to slowly get into all of these sectors and do your research and try to buy the best companies in these sectors. And don't just go all in on one. Try to diversify nicely. That way, when periods of time like this come up, some of your gains will definitely offset some of your losses, and you're not going to be too overly leveraged into a couple of stocks that might grow massively for a short period of time and then fall pretty hard during what we call a tech correction. Now, this is very normal. Again, I'm not telling you or encouraging anyone to sell any of their high growth tech stocks, because I do think we will rebound. I just want to make sure that you're properly diversified into plenty of sectors. And I also too want to mention briefly the course I have on Teachable, where you can follow all the trades I make personally. We alert multiple trades during the week and month. And actually from the month of March to the month of April, our portfolio grew $28,239. So make sure to check out Trade Alerts Pro. It will be linked down in my description box. That's all I got for the video, guys. Thank you as always for watching. Make sure to comment, leave me any comments that you might have or any questions, and I'll try to get to them and help you as soon as possible. Thank you as always for watching the video, and have a great day.